Samsung worker killed by brain tumor wins compensation case. Overturning an appeal court's decision, South Korea's Supreme Court said Tuesday the family of a Samsung worker who died of a brain tumor should be eligible for state compensation for an occupational disease. The ruling on Lee Yoon-young, who was diagnosed with a brain tumor at age 30 and died 2 years later, reflects a shift in the handling of such cases in South Korea. Workers used to have the onus of proving the cause of a disease caused by their work. But after years of campaigning by labor advocates to raise awareness about the obstacles workers face in getting information about chemicals used in manufacturing, courts have begun to sometimes rule in favor of workers. Lee worked at a Samsung chip factory for 6 years from 1997 to 2003, but there was no record available of the levels of chemicals she was exposed to while working there. An appeals court denied the claim filed by Lee, based on government investigations into the factory conducted after she left the company. The investigations reported that the worker's exposure to some toxins, such as benzene, formaldehyde and lead, were lower than maximum permissible limits. They did not measure exposure levels to other chemicals or investigate their health risks. The Supreme Court said such limitations in government investigation should not be held against a worker with a rare disease whose cause is unknown. The case filed by Lee's family is the second time this year South Korea's highest court has ruled in favor of a worker. In August, the Supreme Court struck down a lower court's ruling that denied compensation to a former Samsung LCD factory worker with multiple sclerosis. The government-run Korea Workers' Compensation and Welfare Service, the defendant in the case, did not respond to requests for comment. Lim Ja-woon, the lawyer representing Lee, said brain tumors are the second most common disease, after leukemia, among former Samsung workers who sought compensation or financial aid from the government or from Samsung for a possible occupational disease. He said 27 Samsung electronics workers have been diagnosed with brain tumors, including 8 people who worked at the same factory as Lee.